What's up, YouTube? This is Heroic Lockdown coming at you with another Dungeons and Dragons video. So, on my Wednesday groups, as I am a DM for 3 groups and then play for 1, my Wednesday group consists of a lot of the coworkers I work with. I have about 10 players in that entire group, but for this session there was only 5 players. These 5 players consisted of 2 rogues, a paladin, a cleric, and druid, completely useless. This story is how they stumbled upon the final lair for this organization of drow in the city that they have been battling for the last couple of sessions. This organization is very corrupt and evil, doing a lot of selling of drugs, doing a lot of selling of counterfeit money, illegal weapons, all this crazy stuff. This group, the Zookeeper group that I play with, they have been foiling their plans and attacking them and disrupting a lot of their stuff. I could definitely say words. These 5 stumbled upon their final base, which was underneath a temple for lawful and good gods. It's a way for them to basically be unnoticed within this city without raising any flags. The team is investigating, looking around, doing all this fun stuff. These 2 towers that are set up in the back of behind the altar where they do all of the communities or whatever these religious nut jobs do. So they adventured through the first tower, saw nothing, but then one of the characters saw somebody on the adjacent tower moving down there, trying to escape. So they alert the downstairs team to this presence, and they're able to catch a drow who was a scout for the organization that they're hunting. So they're doing questioning and interrogation and stuff and being like, what do you know? Being the lovely DM that I am, this scout just strictly spoke drow language, which is undercommon. So basically, he don't know what the heck they're saying, and none of the players speak undercommon. So they're just having this interaction back and forth, and I'm just spewing out words like Nishtafasiha. Players are starting to realize that they're not getting any information from him, so they start to investigate, which the drow notices and kind of freaks out a bit because he's like, oh no. Which my players pick up on and figure out that there's a secret pitfall that leads to their underground lair. They are unearthing it, looking around, and they figure out that there's a stone slab that is covering the pitfall that can be moved physically. So I have a turtle and a half-elf who are super buff as they're the cleric and the paladin. So they're just like, stand aside, rogues, and druid. We got this. They start to lift up the slab, and they both rolled a natural 1. For the people that don't know what a natural 1 is, just imagine like the most low part of your life where just nothing was going right. Just imagine that. That's what a natural 1 is, because it is an auto fail, and they both pulled their backs when they were trying to lift up the slab. They're lying on the ground, not able to move. The other 3 have no strength whatsoever. The drow that they were interrogating is tied up laughing his ass off because he's just like, you friggin' freaks of nature, you guys can't lift crap. The druid heals them. And they rise back up and they're just like, okay, we got this. So the turtle musters the strength to be able to lift the slab by himself once again, with some guidance and assistance from the other individuals. And the paladin had a plan to stick his mace underneath it to kind of provide some stability, while they're able to efficiently push it off. Now, they left the drow like inches away from what they were doing so they could watch him. You want to be able to watch this guy. But they didn't tie his legs. Paladin sets his mace down as he tells the plan to everybody else, and they're about to lift it up again. And I, being the lovely DM I am, have the drow take his foot and then just kick the mace like right underneath them. So, because at this point, the turtle is holding it and his arms are just shaking. You know, when you work out so much and your arms start to spasm, That feeling. So after I do that, the paladin just looks at me directly and he's just like, what did he do? And I be direct and I'm telling him, the drow just kicks your mace down into the pitfall and laughs. Lawful good paladin looks at me, drops the F-bomb, grabs the back of the shirt of the drow and just Hulk smashes him straight down into the pitfall. Now, drow are, like your standard drow monster, are not strong. So when he hit the ground hard. By hard, I mean he broke his neck and died. So the paladin's just standing there just like, whoops. And they're able to efficiently push the slab down and have the pitfall open. Now, they're getting somewhere. They are tying up the rope and starting to bring themselves down. They're making progress, people. And then they're just like, all right, so we're gonna cut the rope, so that means nothing can escape. But they were going with this plan besides the rogue. The rogue looks at everybody and is just like, why are we cutting this rope? And they just start arguing back and forth the way to successfully keep either the bad guys or themselves out. I'm just sitting there just going like, why are you cutting this rope? And it takes probably about 30 minutes of playtime as they're trying to solve like the most easiest task in D&D history. And that's just moving a piece of rock out from a pit. But legit, they come to an agreement, keep the rope, and they start to adventure down. And they successfully beat the boss and continue on their merry way. But that's my story. D&D is such a fun game, and your imagination can just go wild. So thank you for watching this video. Please leave a comment down in the comment section if you want a zoo video or a D&D video next for whenever I shoot again. I'm trying to just start sending out more videos so I can start continuously updating my portfolio and build a better community. So thank you so much for watching this video and supporting my stories. But for now, this is Heroic Lockdown, preparing for interstellar launch. Bah!